Somehow it's her fault.
So, I'm annoyed. Can we talk about why I'm annoyed? I mean,
Sure.
normally it's you that's annoyed, but today I'm annoyed.
What are you annoyed about?
I tend to be a very busy individual, and I overplan things, and I...
Wait, can you repeat that one more time?
I overplan things.
No, back it up a little bit.
Okay. Which one?
The B word.
Oh, I'm a little busy.
No, you never.
I
Busy?
Yeah.
Please.
Well, you know...
You have such free time in your schedule. What are you talking? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I complain is what it is. I'm a complainer. Anyway, the point is I tend to be busy. I have a lot on my plate, and I routinely take on more than I should.
Wait, can you back that up again?
No, we're going to stay right there.
No, repeat that one more time.
I take on more than I probably should.
Huh. Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't want to have a therapy session. Just let me get my rant out, and then we'll move on with our lives. I'm not ready for therapy.
Okay, this is not therapy, but I'm just...
Let's just say, when we discuss my schedule... I see you and I hear you every time, and I'm fully aware that I make our lives slightly difficult because of my life.
Just a little.
Right. Just so everybody's aware, your schedule isn't exactly the easiest thing to work with either.
I guarantee you that I can make my schedule more available than you.
Not this week, or last week, or this week,
100%.
or the next week.
100%.
No.
You couldn't do
Anyway, let's not go there. People don't need to understand like every text message we've had over the last 4 days.
Okay.
That being said, I'm aware I'm an overplanner, and I'm aware that I have a lot on my plate.
Okay.
Okay. I'm also fully aware that I don't fully understand how long it takes to get from point A to point B, and so when I think something takes 20 minutes, I forget to include cars and traffic and other human beings.
You live in LA.
I hear you.
Look, this is the math. 20 minutes takes an hour and a half. A 20
No.
20 miles.
No.
20 miles. 20 miles. Listen to me. 20 miles depending what time. Yeah. 20 miles takes about an hour to an hour and a half in LA. 100%.
But I'm not going to downtown. I'm going from Ventura County to Los Angeles County. That's literally 10 minutes away.
It takes me...
As the crow flies, it's 10 minutes away. I give myself 20 minutes, it should be totally fine.
No, from Santa Clarita, where I live,
right,
to Northridge is 20 miles.
Well, yeah, but you're also going with traffic. I'm always going against traffic.
Not in the morning, you're not.
I am.
In the morning, you're coming into town with traffic. You're not going
Most
opposite.
People are going out to LA. They're not. I'm going into the valley. You, on the
you're
other
still
hand,
on the 118 though.
But you're on the 405 where everybody is going into downtown. That's the traffic you're hitting.
No, everybody's going to like Santa Monica, LAX, not downtown.
It's still the 405, right?
Anyways, how many miles is it from home to work?
From work to which work?
Your real job.
They're both real jobs.
Okay, the one that pays you well.
The real job, it is 24 miles.
24 miles.
One way.
So if let's just say, had to be at work at 9.
I have to leave by 8:15.
Correct.
Yes, but that's 45 minutes, not an hour and a half. I'm just saying your math is not correct.
That's 45 minutes. Still.
I agree.
It shouldn't take you that long. If it's 20 miles from where you live, it should only take you 20 minutes.
I hear you.
Okay.
But it takes 45.
Okay, I'm just telling you that in the day, during the week, with school, in session, it's over or close to an hour.
Ugh.
I'm telling you.
I haven't experienced that.
Okay, so anyways, continue your rant.
Now that we're just talking about my time. Anyway, the point is I'm busy, and I know that with everything else that's going on in my life, like I have added significantly more to my plate. And I did it with eyes wide open. I fully understood what the sacrifices were to get to what I want in life and the types of projects that I want to do, and to keep me creatively satisfied and also to keep me calm. I think I have a little bit of adult ADD because I always have to be busy. Like sitting still is just not an option for me. So I took on a lot of stuff in the last year or so, knowing full well that it was going to be difficult to do that. And I understood that the things that I was going to have to sacrifice was going to be things like sleep. And my house isn't going to be perfectly clean 24/7 like I like it to be. It might only be clean one day a week. But I did that with eyes wide open. But the issue I'm having is those people who are close to me, and I'm putting that in air quotes, are saying things to me like, you really should take something off your plate, you really should try and sleep more, you need to take care of yourself. And it annoys me because anyone who knows me, anyone who's close to me needs to understand that no matter what mountain I climb, I'm always going to look over my shoulder to see a bigger mountain and wonder what's going on over there. I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to slow down. And if you're going to support me, fucking support me. Either jump on the bandwagon and help me. No, help me. I don't want you to help me. That annoys me. Either jump on the bandwagon and be encouraging and be like, yeah, yep, tonight you're only getting 3 hours of sleep. These are your priorities. You got it? You good? Wonderful. Either join me and be just as fucking crazy as I am, because otherwise I don't have time. I literally don't have time for you if you're not going to be as crazy as I am. Or get the fuck out of my way. I don't understand why people, because all I hear is, it sounds well-meaning, right? Oh, you should really try to rest more. It's going to help you. But it's not well-meaning. All I hear is, you can't do this, so you should just stop.
You know, coming from a person that has a really busy schedule like myself.
Say it again, because you started off by saying that yours was better than mine, so I want you to say it one more time.
Me, being a person that has a very busy schedule,
Oh.
but still has more room than you.
No.
Yep.
No.
Okay. I've come to the conclusion that people that tell you you have to have some rest, you have too much on your plate, you know, you really need to think about what matters and what doesn't. The conclusion I've come to is, I'm going to give you an example because you know how I am with examples. So it's fair to say that people have an addictive personality.
Sure.
And you have people that don't have an addictive personality.
Sure.
Right? You know me, I don't have an addictive personality.
Right.
You say, I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah.
If I'm going to quit something, I quit something. It doesn't matter what it is. I do it, I do it. And then there's people that can't do it. You know, they try, they quit a day, get off the bandwagon, go back on it. So I think there's an individual of two people. There's the group of people that are overachievers, and then the people that are, I shouldn't say they're underachievers. I think they're just, what's the word I'm looking for? Complacent. They're very complacent in what they do. They work an 8-to-5 job, and if they have to take their kids to, let's say, back to school night, they go back to school night. Okay. Well, for me, it's, I go to the gym at 4 a.m, I work out, I train my people, I have to run some errands, I pick up my kid, and I go back to school. That's 5 compared to their 1.
Right.
So the difference is that they're the person that has the addictive personality that they can't stop. Where we can say yes or no. But what we decide is we feed off of wanting to do more. We have to do more. It's like you just can't sit still.
But then wouldn't that make us the ones with the addictive personality because we have to have more?
No, because it comes to a point that you know when the priority is.
You know what though? I disagree with you on if you have an addictive personality, then you're comfortable being complacent. I actually disagree. I don't think it has anything to do with addiction. I think it just has to do with.
No. I was just using. I'm just
you're
using
comparing the addictive personality to people who have ambition to those who may not have as high of ambition as others.
Correct.
Understood.
That's what I'm just using that as an example.
I understand.
That one person can say yes and the other person can say no. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't feel when an opportunity is presented to me, I've never had the feeling like, oh, that's going to be too much, I should stop. It's always been, you know what, I'll make it work.
Because you're an overachiever.
And I have people in my life who are very encouraging, who will say daily, okay, give me the list of what you're doing today. And I'll give them the list, and, you know, they'll make a joke. They're like, great, so you're not sleeping today, and that's fine, but are you going to get this, this, and this done? And I find that much more helpful than the people who are like, wow, I just don't know how you're going to get it all done. Go to hell. I'll get it done.
God, you know, I think...
It's just not, am I taking it the wrong way? It's just not encouraging to me. If you want to encourage me, either pour me another pot of coffee and say, go get it done, or just say nothing at all. Because anything else is just negative.
You know what? I think that people, how am I trying to say this? I think people that say, oh, I don't know how you're going to get it done, are people that are underachievers. They don't like I say, they're complacent. They're to go to the 8 or 5. They just go with the flow. They can't handle doing 2 or 3 things. Where we're a separate group, we're the unique group that we're not overachievers. We just stay busy, and it's just one thing. And I think that being busy attracts more. You know, they say money always attracts money. So I think when you're an overachiever, more things attract to you.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, it's like, okay, you're doing this one thing, and somebody says, hey, you know what? I know you can do this. Can you help me with this? And you're like, yeah, sure, I'll help you with that. And then something else comes along. Oh, you know what? I was just thinking that you did this, this, and this. Do you think you can help me with this? Sure, I'll help you with that. So I think that gravity pulls people towards us to get busier than most people, because the one that says, oh, I don't know how you're going to do it, people are like, you know what, I'm not going to ask Suzanne, for example, because all she's going to tell me is like, well, you know, I don't know if I have time. I have to see little Joey's practice, maybe. Where they call Cynthia, hey, Cynthia, can you do this? Yeah, sure. They already know they're going to get the answer of yes. They just have to tell you what they want you to do. Yeah. That's the difference. So I think that's why I think that we as overachievers, we attract more people that need our help instead of the underachiever that people don't go there because they know they're not going to get the answer they want. They want to hear, yes, I will help you.
Yeah. If one more person tells me to rest, I might lose my mind.
Well, so let's play devil's advocate.
I don't want to play this game.
Let's play it. So let's just say why. No, let's back up here. So the person that's telling you that you should rest, is it somebody close to you?
Oh, it's several people, whether close relationships, not close relationships. It's just, and let's be honest, I don't reveal a whole lot about myself to very many people. So the people who are saying this know very small snippets. They don't actually know the entire breadth of responsibilities that I've given myself. And to be clear, I'm doing it for a reason. I have a very clear vision of the future that I want. I have a very clear vision of where I want to be for myself to feel satisfied, to take care of my family, to take care of people that I'm close with. Like, I just have a sense of responsibility to do it the way I want it to be done. And it's almost as if I feel like I've been held back for so long that now that I don't have that same mental and emotional restrictions that I placed on myself, like, nobody can tell you you can't do anything. You do that yourself, right?
Absolutely.
So now that I have unshackled myself from whatever weird emotional bonds I had put on myself, I don't see why I can't do it. I don't see why I can't go after the things that I want, and I expect it to be hard. And I think that's the thing people don't realize. I expected it to be hard. I expected the fact that I wasn't going to be not crazy. I fully expected the stress to be choking some days. That's just, I feel like that's the sacrifice. Like, let's put it in some weird witchcraft term, right? For anything good to happen, you have to have some sort of blood sacrifice. My blood sacrifice is that I'm just going to be crazy for a time period.
Possibly. Giving
up my time, giving up what's comfortable and what's easy, that's my sacrifice to get where I want to be.
Well, I'm a true believer that if you were handed everything, you wouldn't appreciate what was handed to you. And
Agreed.
Then you would lose. And if you lost it, you wouldn't know it because it didn't cost you anything. So if you sacrifice, if you work hard, if you give it everything you have, you tend to appreciate what you've accomplished, and it makes you keep that.
Right.
Because you're not going to lose it.
Right.
It goes back to like my term that I used on my IG, which is drive.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I liked that. Yeah.
Right? So you get the letter D.
Right.
All right? You decided you're going to do something. Right?
Right.
So you decided, I have a plan. I want to go from here, from A, B, C to D. So you decided you're going to do it. Okay? Now, you can have the R is you cannot have any regrets. Because if you have regrets, you're not going to get to your goal. You cannot have any regrets. The regrets go to the back. You cannot say, okay, well, I'm going to miss my friend's birthday party. Doesn't matter. You can have the regrets because the goal at hand is you have to get to D, right? A, B, C, D. Okay? So there's no regrets. You've made a decision. Now you have I, which you're going through right now, which is intensity.
Right.
You have to be intense. No, you
But
have
I don't
to.
know if I've ever not been intense. I think I've held that part of me back for so long.
No, maybe you haven't, but now because the goal, you see the goal.
Right.
And you feel it, you see, you can taste it, so your intensity is higher.
Than like my normal psychoness?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So you have to.
So you know me pretty well. Is my intensity more significant now than it was a year ago?
Well, it depends on what we're talking about.
Everything. I mean.
All right, let's just say, for example, the podcast.
You're right.
Right? Is your intense about the podcast? 100%.
I do have to apologize because I think I forget to say good morning to you most mornings, and I just go into my list of stuff that we need to take care of.
Exactly, but because you're intense. Because you're intense. You're.
It's a blanketed good morning now.
Yeah, you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh shit, I need to tell him A, B, C, D. We need to get going.
Right.
Just like that little argument that we had when.
That was super fun.
Because you're not getting shit to me quick enough.
And now the roles have reversed. Now it's like, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this.
And I answer right back. But because I was already intense, you see?
Yeah, but you give me more space than I'd prefer.
Okay. But anyways, you're intense, right? Now it goes with the V. You visually see your goal.
Right.
You visually know, okay, I'm going, this is what I need to do intensely to get to there. The vision is there. You have visualization of what you're going to see. Right? And E is at the end, you're going to have effect. You're going to get what you get.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm big on drive. I don't believe in motivation. I think motivation is a fucking cheap ass word.
But you don't think motivation and drive are the exact same word?
No, because people say, oh, I'm motivated. I'm going to lose weight. And you know what happens? Oh, well, you know what? It's Friday. I just said, fuck it, I'll start on Monday. You see, motivational.
But to me, that's not motivation, and it's lip service. I think this is my issue. I don't understand people who don't have ambition. Like, and there's two kinds of people. There's the people who had a goal. I want this in life, and they reach that goal, and they're satisfied. Those are the people that I am astounded by. How do you reach a goal, and instead of just being like, this is amazing, I'm so glad I got here, what's next? How do they just stop?
Because in their eyes, that was their drive.
So I was very close to somebody who's no longer a part of my life, who was like that, who was, these are the types of things I want in my life, and he was able to attain those things very quickly, and there was nothing more. And it was a constant battle in myself to not be frustrated with this. Why don't you want more? You got this is great, but where is your, like I said, like I'm going to use my mountain analogy again. I'll climb every mountain over and over again, but I'm always looking at the next mountain going, why is that one bigger? What's over there? How come I'm not on that one?
But look, there's no difference between me, you not being happy with somebody that's complacent, okay? They're complacent. They're happy.
What is that like? Why don't I have that peace in me?
You will never have that because you're not designed, you're not built that way. Okay? That's like saying, oh, after I'm done with my podcast and we become successful, I'm going to stop there.
No, that's never going to happen.
Exactly.
Because then what's the next goal after that? I mean, I have 5 goals after that.
After that, I'm launching my fat burner.
Right.
So I got something already working on. So I have a gym, I have an apparel company, I have a podcast, and the next one is I'm going to do a fat burner. And people's going to be the greatest, best fat burner out there, just to say. But anyways, and it's in development. But that being said, yeah, it's always in development. In my brain.
I was like, wait a second, we've talked about this.
But I'm the type of person that once I accomplish something, okay, what's next?
Right.
Because I got to keep myself,
Yeah, this is just a launch for me. Like, there's 15 things down the road that's coming from this.
Right. So that being said, people that are complacent annoys you, just like people that are lazy annoys me.
But is there something broken with me? So I have a 12-year-old daughter who's obsessed with musical theater, which is great because I love musical theater and I can deal with it. And so she's obsessed with Hamilton right now, which I think anybody in the entire world is at this point. And there's a song that she was playing for me, and they're talking about being unsatisfied. and I don't know all the words, and I apologize for anybody who's a Hamilton fan, because I don't know it very well at all. But there's a song about being unsatisfied, and I actually had like a moment of fear that could be me. But I don't know if I agree with that. I have moments of pure satisfaction with from where I grew up from where I am today, to where I was 2 years ago, to where I was 5 years ago. I feel satisfied with what I've accomplished, but I always want something else. I always want to move that goalpost. I move that carrot every single time.
Well, here's a question.
Does that mean I'm not satisfied with life?
Does it mean that you're not satisfied with life, or does it mean that you haven't met your satisfaction yet?
But what does that look like?
But you don't know. You haven't been there yet.
Yeah. I mean, so I'm very close to my family, as you know. Like, it's a little mob-like how close we are. And my sister, our guest that we actually had Friday night, she met with her, Nettie, as a psychic. And so she met with her, and so she asked a couple of questions on things that she and I are interested in. And Nettie said, you know, it's fine. She's like, but your sister has a really big personality, and she's going to try to control anything that you guys do.
No. What?
And you need
what?
To
Control? No, not you.
You need to be okay with that. And if you're not okay with that, you have to set boundaries with her first before you do anything with her. And at first, like, I took offense to it. Like, she doesn't know me. She doesn't know that I'm not going to take advantage of my sister. But I don't think she meant, like, I was going to take advantage of her. I think she meant that it has to be my vision. I have a hard time slowing down for anybody. Not that my sister would make me slow, but I have a hard time stopping where I think it should be to allow other people to go with me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's the same thing how you try to give me the speech about a partnership.
Well, I'm right there.
What's the difference?
But I'm correct on it.
But what's the difference?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
Because you're not doing this by yourself. You're doing it. We
correct.
Are doing it together.
And we have a vision, correct?
We have a vision, but you pop off all the time like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, whoa, buddy.
No.
There's no I.
No, listen, the reason why I start doing shit, because I don't have time to waste.
That's not what I'm referring to.
Okay, then what are you referring to?
When you talk to people about our podcast, you only say I.
Well, you have to understand, it's really hard to say our when I have been in charge for 22 years on my own.
But not on this.
Correct. But it's hard to say I when you're used to saying me. Or our. I should say our instead of I or me.
I respect the difficulty you're having, but I still want to kick you in the shins a little bit.
Okay, but I'm just saying it's hard. So the whole thing that, first of all, you shouldn't go into business with your sister, but that's just me. Because I don't do business with family.
You don't know
that's fine.
My visions.
But I'm just saying, business with family always ends up being bad. Even when it's good, it's bad.
I don't know if I agree.
100%.
I don't know if I agree.
Have you gone into business with family yet?
No.
Okay, so when something happens, come talk to me, okay? I'm telling you, you're going to lose. And with friends also.
Oh, I agree with the friends portion.
You never do friends.
Although you and I are okay so far.
We're not friends. We're business partners. You like that, huh?
No. My one feeling I still allow myself to have was just broken.
Oh, that's all right. It'll come back.
Oh, it's disappointing.
But anyways, so you will have to take control. Or because that's your character. Your character is, okay, we need to, say for example, so you and your sister are talking about opening a spin/yoga studio, correct?
Right.
That's the goal, right?
One day, yeah.
That's your vision, right?
But I don't want to run the yoga portion.
No. But let's back up here.
Okay.
We're not talking about running the yoga, okay? We're talking about running the facility.
Oh yeah, that has to be me.
Okay, you see? There's a difference.
But.
And by the way, you said I'm not running the yoga, but you're appointing somebody to run your yoga section or area, okay? But the way you do advertising, the way you gonna go out to your vendors, the way, say you're gonna run your social media, the way, let's say you're gonna run a commercial, everything, that whole idea is all on you. Or you think it's on you, right. And you're not gonna be willing to share with your sister.
I hate social media. She can take all social media. Here you go.
I'm just telling you that, you see the difference?
Right.
That's the difference. So Here, that's where I could see the control part.
Mm.
Totally.
You know, it's just, let me justify it here. No, there's no way to justify it without sounding like the complete bitch that I would be. It's just, I really, taking that off the equation, my sister and me, maybe opening a business because there's something I want to do with my brother, and there's something like, but a part of it is, I feel responsible for these people in my life. And they're fine. They don't need me. I don't want anybody to be like, oh my gosh, like, you know, her family needs. They don't. They are totally high functioning adults who do very well on their own, and they have great families and great jobs, and they do really good. But there is a piece of me that still feels responsible to make sure everybody's okay.
Well, I can see that because one, I'm gonna sound so sexist right now, but I don't give a fuck anyways. One is because you're a woman. You've given birth, so there's that maternal instinct, and you're the oldest child. So you always have that motherly, I'm the oldest, looking for the best.
But it doesn't feel motherly. It just feels like it's
indirectly
my job to make sure that everybody is set.
But that's
and there's
motherly.
Probably some control piece of me, like if I'm the one that makes sure that they're set, then I don't have to worry about it.
But that's motherly.
But I know logically they don't need me. Does that make sense? Like, they're doing great on their own.
No, I hear what you're saying.
All of them are doing very well.
But what I'm telling you is that it sounds like because you're the oldest. You see, here's the difference. I'm the oldest too.
Yeah.
And I don't even worry about my sisters.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
So what am I doing wrong? Because again, they're amazing human beings. They don't need my assistance.
I totally get what you're saying, but
nor do they ask for it. Like,
no,
I should just be very clear. They don't ask for my help. They don't require my help.
The only thing I
can
the only thing I can think of is that you're the oldest, and there's that maternal instinct / motherly instinct that you may have. For me, myself, I'm the oldest. I don't worry about my sisters at all. My sisters are set. You know, I mean, if they called me and said, "Hey, I need your help," I'm there. You know, but for me to worry about like they need to be this, no way. They're on their own. It doesn't bother me a bit. So now, is it maybe the way we were brought up? Maybe it was the way we were brought up that we were taught to be independent. You know, you fend for yourself.
Right.
You don't. You know, family is important, but at the end of the day, it comes down to you. I mean.
Well, I was raised slightly different. Like, I was raised that you take care of yourself. And you know, you always, whatever you want in life, you're doing it on your own, which is fine.
Well, same like me.
But the Mormon background that I have was very family oriented, that the whole family has to move forward collectively, and that no one is an individual when it comes to that, which maybe that plays a part in it. I just think there is something.
Well, then listen.
I show my protection or like my loyalty to people by bringing them into a vision I have for them that they don't even ask for.
Okay, but listen. You ever hear the term?
This is all me. It has nothing to do with anybody else.
You ever hear the term Catholic guilt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know a few people that have Catholic guilt.
Right.
Right. It could be because religiously you were brought up in a certain way. That is making you feel like the whole thing, like we're a family, we're all stick together, you know, we're all do this. Maybe it's that Mormon religion that's been embedded into your head for so long, for so many years, until you broke away and not followed it or practiced it, that now it's still in your brain. You know, like I have clients that are in their 60s and they still have Catholic guilt. Because it's been embedded. It's something that's been embedded in their brain. Now they don't practice. They're not Catholic. They don't go to church. But I think it's all those years that they've been saying that same message over and over and over again. That, you know, you have that feeling that you have to look out for your family. It's no different than a little Muslim kid being raised to be a terrorist. From the day they're born, listen to me.
I'm not sure I want to be compared to a terrorist.
No, but what I'm saying is this. From the day they're born, they're taught you hate. You hate, you hate, you hate. They don't know any different. Yeah. They don't know any different. Even, I guarantee you that maybe if they broke away and they decided that, that's not for me, maybe somewhere back there might be that feeling that, oh, you know what, fuck them. Because it's all those years of them sending the same message. Your message was positive. It was, take care of your family. You take care of your family. You take care of your family.
Right.
You know what I mean? For my message is, you work hard, you succeed. That's it. You go to school, you get your degree, you work hard, that you get what you want. That was the message, and that's why, dude, I work like 80 plus hours a week. Right? I sleep 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep. My sister's a, psychologist, PhD.
Right.
She teaches now at Pepperdine. She works for LA County. And what else is she doing? Okay, I think she's doing one more thing, I forget. Mother sister's a nurse, going to school to get her master's, and works the night shift at Children's.
Yeah.
See, work ethic. You work, work, you get what you need.
Right.
Yours was, family sticks together, we work. Same thing like the Muslim kid that's raised, you hate. So it's embedded in your brain. The only difference is that maybe now you can't turn it off. You can't turn off that switch that says, hey, my family's good.
Right.
Somewhere
they are good.
Yeah. So you've said it. So somewhere in your brain, you need to learn to turn that off or understand that they don't need you, and now you need to move on to something else.
They don't need me. Like, I'm fully aware that they don't need me. I mean, I think that's one of the best things about having a close relationship to my siblings. We all choose to be in each other's lives. It's not out of necessity. It's nice to be friends with the people you grew up with who understand the craziness that you grew up with.
Oh yeah, for sure, because you get the support.
Well, yeah, because, when you tell other people your backgrounds and they look at you like you're insane, it's nice to have 3 other people there who's like, oh yeah, totally, got you. I was there, I saw it. Understood. I think it's just a weird flaw that I have, that I feel responsible just for everything and everyone. But I really feel that this drive, we'll use drive instead of motivation.
Yes, please.
I just feel like this drive that I have is, I almost feel my own mortality. Like, I'm not old by any means, but I'm not exactly in my 20s anymore. And so, if there's a certain life that I want, if there's a certain creative outlet that I need to have in my life, it's kind of now.
But yeah, I can see that, because you're looking at, okay, are we putting your age out there?
I'm 36 years old.
Okay, so you're close to 40.
Now you need to tell them your age, so I feel less of an old person.
Me?
Yes.
How old I am?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, that's not nice.
I'm 45.
There we go.
But I look like I'm 35.
That's true.
So.
I look every bit of my 36 years.
Actually, I still get carded, just an FYI there. But, so you're looking at, okay. You know what? Let's use an analogy. Like women that feel the clock is ticking and they need to have kids.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Right?
That's a weird thing. Like, I remember when that was me. It was a weird...
You were 23.
Huh?
We're talking about women in their mid-30s.
I can still identify with that need to want to have a kid.
Okay, so you get it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you hear the clock ticking, like, I need to have kids because I'm getting older.
Right.
My chances are being able to have a child is getting less and less and less. So let's use that analogy. So you're 36. Mm-hmm. You're 4 years from 40. Right? So now the clock's ticking.
It's not a fun conversation anymore. I don't want to talk anymore.
So the clock is ticking, right? So You're like, okay.
Actually, I love my age. I have no problem with it.
We're not talking about your age, whether you like it or not. We're talking about that you're almost 40.
I don't have a problem with that either.
Okay, but here's your problem. That you're almost 40, and you're like, dude, from 40, I got 10 years, I'm 50.
Right.
So if I don't succeed now or get shit going now, I don't want to be at 50 feeling this way.
Right.
And and that's where your mind fuck is.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's a mind fuck. I think it's just it's a reality check, right?
It's a reality check, but it's a mind fuck because you're constantly thinking about it.
Maybe. I just look. I have very clear vision of where I'm going. It's very clear. I can see every step, A through Z.
Okay.
Not a problem. And so, I think because it's so clear to me. And the goalpost is always going to change. Like, let's just own that part of my personality. Once I get to B, I'm going to immediately start going for C. Once I get to C, I'm immediately going to go for D.
Okay, fair.
The goalpost has to move. Like, that's just how I personally feel satisfied with myself, that I'm constantly striving